Hey, how's the people? How are you today? We are, as promised last week, today we are teaching you how to plant cucumber. In our case, we're planting cucumbers because a lot of people, these are pickling cucumbers that I'm planting. So you've got the choice of actually letting them grow big, or you've got the choice of taking them off while they're still a nice pickled side. What we after is making pickled cucumbers. What we want to do is gherkins for some of our trade that has been asking us for gherkins. So we're doing a pickled gherkin. We're planting cucumber plants to get our gherkins. We've got uamvulia. Okay, what we're trying to do here is we're spacing 40 centimeters between your plants. We got nice seedlings from the seedling. We were actually very, very fortunate this late in the year to actually find cucumber seedlings. Open your hole. Always when you open your hole, same kind of thing. Plant it, open it about 3 inches down. Once it's done, compress it, put it in, and then let it get compressed as tight as possible. Put the soil around it, compress it tightly. There we go, on this side, compress it. Okay, and remember guys, the more we compress in the beginning, the easier it's going to be for all the roots to penetrate out their housing. As I've shown you on previous videos, but let me just give you another example again guys. Your seedling comes out of its seedling housing, yellow leaves, take it off. Now, as you can see the seedling, these roots, the more you're going to compress the soil around it, the quicker these roots are going to be able to penetrate into the new environment. If you're going to plant this loosely, it's going to take time for these roots to penetrate into the new environment. So as you put it down, the biggest secret to putting this down is compress, 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 get it tight. So these roots can easily expand into their new environment. There we go. Okay guys, if you look at this, this is injured already, so we have to take it off. If you look at your cucumber, it's basically, if you look at a vine of a grape and you look at the vine of a cucumber, it's basically more or less the same. You can see this is a vine. A cucumber, you can either plant it in the ground and let it run to be a runner, but more advisable is to make it a vine and support it to go upright, because the minute it goes upright, you've got a better harvesting. It's easier harvesting on your fruit. And the cucumber that lies on the ground usually becomes yellow on the one side because it's been lying on the side on its side in the ground, and it hasn't had equal exposure to the sun. So the most advisable is let it run upwards, and then you can harvest quite nicely. So what we're doing here, there we go. What we're doing here is we're looking for places where we can plant, where our cucumbers can run up. We can support it a little bit, again with plastic and not with string, and let it grow up, and then we can, from this whole section, it will all be covered with cucumber vine, and we'll be putting out of little gherkins from this section very easily. Another place we've got. So in this section here, we're going to put about, it looks like 8 to 10 cucumber plants here. Then the rest of them, what we're going to do is plant them over here. As you see, we've got supporting. Now this is all supporting to our greenhouse. We've got the gum poles going all over. And what we're going to do is plant it over here. And as we plant over there, then we've got the support for the vine to come up onto this section over here and hold and support itself here. And from here, it's easy if we need to put a few pieces of wood to create a little structure from this gum pole to support them. So all our gum poles, we're going to put, even though I'm going to plant this bed with chilies, you'll see within the next day or two that this is going to become another chili bed. Even though I'm going to plant it with chilies, all my gum poles and all places where I can creep a runner and I can make like a vine, I can creep a vine, that's where I'm planting the green peppers. So they're not getting into their own bed, they are just going wherever they can run. Right guys, Our cucumbers are in, and now what we're going is organic, totally organic again. Bone meal. We've got a nice bone meal here. So just to give them a boost, they're already out there housing, so now we need to give them a nice good boost that they're out there little seedlings housing, and they are now out in the flower bed. You must remember it's a big adjustment for any plant to move houses. You know, it's like a human being moving from a little nursery, for example, out into the open. You know, as long as the infant is in the mom's nursery, it's secure, it's in the little cot, it's secure. Now you're going to put it on a bed to sleep, it's an adjustment. And it's the same with these little fellas. They need that adjustment. So we need to make it as comfortable as possible for them, put the bone meal all around for them. Once we've given them bone meal, we've made sure they're compressed well, and we give them the bone meal. Right, guys, bone meal down, and then what we want to do now is we want to give it a dose of water, and then we can set it. Even though you can see, guys, look at my soil, it's nice, it's damp, it's a nice rich, I've already had the soil prepared, it's got its nice compost in it, it's a beautiful soil to plant into, and we dampen it before we plant so that the roots can take nicely. Now what we're going to do is give it a bit more water. Okay, one thing about your cucumber is it wants water, but it doesn't want to flood. You don't want to drown it. So just a little bit of water like that, and all around, and let it take well into the ground. It will grab nicely once the new bedding goes into it. There we go. Give it some nice water around its roots, compact it, and let it take a growth. And the minute this starts growing, we've got, as I said, we've got a good position for it to grow into, because this is going to creep up. And as this creeps up, we'll have this for it to creep up onto and create a vineyard onto. So eventually this will, and it will actually give a beautiful backdrop to this. The scenery of it will be very nice. Once it starts flowering with its flowers, it will be very nice, and the cucumbers coming out of it. So if you've got a greenhouse like this, guys, and you know what, I will show you how we did this greenhouse, step by step, panel by panel. You've got a greenhouse like this, you can make a variety of products in it. We just stick to tomatoes, habaneros. Now we're doing gherkins because that's what our target market wants. So we plant in accordance to what our market wants, in accordance to what we know we can sell. But I mean, you can go wild in a place like this and have strawberries and cranberries and gooseberries and all beautiful colors and beautiful varieties, and that's the joy of it. And yeah, you can achieve it. It can be walking into your own little paradise. Okay, guys, thank you. As you can see, we've got our cucumber, we've got our gherkin here, pickled cucumbers, and what we've done is we've put it close to a gum pole. You saw now we planted the other ones against the wall, but this one we put close to a gum pole, and what we've done is around the gum pole we've taken old fencing like this, and we've just tied up all the old fencing around the pole like this. So what's going to happen now is your cucumber, you can see it's got, like I showed you on the plant earlier on in the video, it's got its own feelers, it's got its own creepers. So you will get your cucumber coming up and crawling around your fencing on the gum pole over here, and then it will make it so much easier to harvest. Your fruit will be cleaner, away from the soil, away from bugs. So we're taking it on its growth like this. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that we're planting next to the poles. We'll show you as time progresses how they'll grow up and fill up the fencing.
So, good morning everyone. So this morning we've got a little surprise to share. Meet our newest little boon. We're still thinking of a name for him. Look at that cute little thing over there. Jack Boy is a proud daddy. got a beautiful baby. The girlie got a baby. And one of the older ones, little black, using our tank stand for a place to play. Full of shenanigans today.
Hey guys, look at all these wonderful chilies we have got in this vehicle at the moment on its way to market. I'm taking them to market now. You can see my bags nice and full, and this is second pick of the year. Now you must remember this is what I'm going to pull off weekly, and I have got all the way to May to pick this off on a weekly basis. We have got in here is 65 and 120. There's about 200 odd bags in this vehicle going to market at the moment. I mean, just look at all these chilies, guys. Look how full this is. And this is every week what you can pull off your bushels. So guys, please follow what I'm teaching you. You won't go wrong. You'll make money out of your small holding. You'll make money out of your hobby farm. You want to produce this out of your small holding. You want to be self-sustainable. Even if you're going to put 10 bushels up and you're going to pull off 20 of these bags, at least you can pick on and have chilies to last you and your family and your friends for the year. But if you're going to if you've got a small holding, make money out of it, guys. Plant, make money. Follow my steps. You see what's come out of it, guys. You're not going to go wrong.
I see the light inside you, brighter than the skies. Hold on, just let us escape and